When there's an emergency, you expect first responders to show up as quickly as possible.
But in East Nashville last week, that wasn't the case. And now officials at the Emergency Communications Center are trying to figure out what went wrong. Our Chris Conti has more, new at 6:30.
Afternoon downpours last Tuesday left their mark. But it was hours before the wind and the rain
911, what's the exact location of your emergency?
This is what's left.
that Maria Bachetta's day came to a crashing halt.
It was a good car. I got it with really low miles, so it only had about 48,000 miles on it.
The tree is now gone, but what it did is still clear.
Looking at all of them, everyone is lucky that they're alive.
About a half dozen cars or so completely flattened under its weight.
You don't realize how much glass is going to shatter when a tree falls, but it's everywhere.
It happened just before 6:30 in the morning, a time of the day when usually Maria would have been getting into her car to go to work.
No one would have made it out of these cars.
And yet, no first responders showed up here
It took 30 minutes or so to get police here.
for at least a half an hour.
And if anybody was walking through the parking lot or in their car, they're dead.
A neighbor called 911 to report the emergency.
Well, I'm sitting in the fire department. Help you now. Just stay on the line. I'll take you.
Thank you, dear.
That the fire department didn't even make it.
But according to the fire department, they were never notified by the Emergency Communications Center.
Her 911 call, when she did mention that there could be people trapped.
Only a Metro police officer ever showed up 30 minutes later.
It's worrisome. I mean, I'm wondering if what went wrong.
Sentiment shared by her neighbors.
If somebody had been in one of these cars, they could have been knocked unconscious, and there's no way to, somebody here could have known whether or not somebody was in there. To me, that's kind of ridiculous that it took so long.
And is anyone sick or injured?
We don't know. That's the unknown.
Officials with Emergency Communications admit something went wrong, although it's unclear what.
Thankfully, nobody was in their cars.
Knowing how long the response took,
People walk their dogs down this little strip all the time.
Maria is just thankful no one was here when it happened.
And we don't know if anybody was in any of the cars.
Chris Conti, News Channel 5 HD.
Officials with the Emergency Communications Center are investigating this incident. They say a mistake was made and discipline action against the dispatcher could be possible.